Hello, good evening. It's Tuesday. It's time for some more Jackanory, Sleeping Beauty. We'll give it a couple of seconds so some people can join. I know I've had some great feedback, some really lovely comments. So thank you to everyone who's posted, who's shared. Just this little bit of nonsense to keep people smiling. All of last week's episodes went live on Instagram TV today. Oh, down with the kids. So there we go. So yay, Alison, my cousin's just joined. Looking forward to seeing you all this evening. Please, as always, if you want a special mention or a wave, or you have any questions, or any of your kids want to see any of the pictures again, just let me know and we can hit the pause button and rewind and go backwards and forwards. This is your time. So that will be great. So there we go. So, yay, Alison, my cousin's just joined. Looking forward to seeing you all this evening. Don't know what's happening now. As always, if you want a special mention or a wave, or you have any questions, or any of your kids want to see any of the pictures. Yay, Alison, my cousin's just joined. Looking forward to seeing you all this evening. Don't know what's happening now. As always, if you want a special mention or a wave. Oh, my word. Oh, and I thought I was okay with technical difficulties. Right, am I back? Is it all okay? Because I've literally just left the page, was watching myself. It's not a good week for tech, right? So can someone just give me a wave and let me know all's okay? I hope it is the case. And I will crack on. Here we go. Okay. Hello, Bob. Oh, Bob Golding, little Bob from Stage Struck Youth Theatre, or when we did the Music Man. Hello, mate. And hello, Lorna, as well. Cool. Okay. Oh, remix. Exactly, Chris, right? What was going on there? No, Alison, you hadn't pressed anything. So my cousin thought, Russell, hello. Right, I'm going to just calm down for a minute. I'm going to get a drink of water before we start. So, good evening, Dame Much. Lovely to see you. Oh, we've got royalty on tonight. So, family, friends, old and new. Joanne the Domain starting a watch party. No pressure. Okay, so let's get down to business, shall we? So, all okay now. Thank you, Alison. Thank you. We'll cut out the bit at the beginning. Nobody will see that. Right. Clear the throat. Here we go. Theme tune, first of all, of course. Let's see how this goes. Here we go.
5, 4, 3. Jackanory, Jackanory.
Hello. So, today I should be reading you. Oh, it's happened again. Today I should be reading Sleeping Beauty, Part 2. Hi, Micah, over in Germany, transatlantic. And Alan, hello. Okay, so when we left Sleeping Beauty, we just learned a few things about her. We'll do a quick recap, right? A king and a queen, our lovely queen, was visited by a frog who told her, because they'd never had any children, they were going to have a child. And sure enough, a year later, a child occurred. So there, as we remember, is Queen. And we called her Queen Cake Tin because of the cake tin on her head, right? So Queen Cake Tin and King Curly Top, because of his curly hair, sort of like Mediterranean swarthy guy there. And they had a lovely baby girl. Everything was going fine yesterday. Christening happened. 13 fairies due to show up. 12 originally showed. 11 gave their wishes, some fantastic wishes. And then the Wicked Fairy turned up and put a curse on Sleeping Beauty, and basically said that when the king's daughter is 15 years old, she shall prick herself with a spindle and fall down dead. The wicked old fairy. Hey, Jackie. The wicked old fairy. So, and without another word, she rushed out of the palace, right? That's where it left yesterday. And as we know, all the people at the christening feast fell back in horror when they heard the words of the wicked fairy. The queen began to cry, and the king did not know how to comfort her. Then the 12th good fairy, who had not yet given the baby her gift, stepped forward. And you remember yesterday, she said, "Do not weep, O queen." That's how the fairies talk. "Do not weep, O queen," she said. "I shall do what I can to help. I cannot undo the evil spell of the wicked fairy, but I can soften it a little." She's like Mavis from Will-O'-the-Wisp. Oh, rolling back the years now. And remember yesterday, there was the fairy fleeing off. Alan's surprised they didn't have a tadpole. Right. Not sure what's going on there. But there's the fairy. Obviously, as she said, she can soften the spell a little. So turn the page. Let's see what's going on. The 12th fairy said, "The princess will prick herself with a spindle," went on the 12th fairy, "but she shall not die. She will fall into a deep sleep that will last 100 years. Long sleep, right? Big old kip. The king thanked the fairy for her kindness, yet he did not want to think of his child sleeping for over 100 years. So he gave orders that every spindle in the whole kingdom should be burned. His messengers were sent to every town and village to see that this was done. Now, for the young at heart out there, who knows what a spindle is? Can anyone tell me? Anyone online? Let's see. So a spindle was basically a spinning wheel used to create threads and pretty garments and what have you. And so the spindle was the part where Sleeping Beauty would receive her prick. So obviously, if she wants to avoid her prick, she has to make sure that there's no spindles around. So King Curlytop and Queen Cake Tin got rid of all the spindles. No spindles equals no prick. All right, that's how it goes. Is the T-shirt a show T-shirt? No, actually, it's not. It's from Seattle. Going off book here. It's from Seattle, so it's actually supposed to be like the Emerald City, and it's got like a little rainbow thing there. All right, look, too many chins. Okay, pointy thing. The pointy bit on a spinning wheel. Thank you, Rianne. Here we go. Pointy bit. So the spindle is the part on the spinning wheel where you get the prick. All right, prick, spindle, burnt. And here we can see a big part. They live in quite a nice little kingdom there, little like church going on there. And there you can see the king giving orders and a big old pile of spindles. So therefore, no prick, which won't come true. Turn the page. As time went by, the baby princess grew into a lovely girl, and all the gifts that the good fairies had promised were hers. So at the christening, they all promised stuff, right? She had a beautiful face. She thought beautiful thoughts. Yeah, most of the time. She danced like a fairy. Well, got that one down. And she sang like a nightingale. And as you remember, a nightingale, boys and girls, is a little bird that sings. Okay? Not sure you get many around here, but she sang like a nightingale. She was happy and gay, so that all who were near her were happy too. I'm just reading what it says. She was kind and loving, so that all who knew her loved her too. And the king and queen found great joy in their daughter. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for the grown-up, 15-year-old maturing Sleeping Beauty? Oh, wow. Look at that, right? How beautiful is she with her long flowing hair, her sort of, should we call it canary yellow? Yeah, long dress. Look at her wizard sleeves. Look at her big old wizard sleeves. Nice big wizard sleeves there that she can keep stuff in, and her little pointy toes. As we know, in Ladybird books, all the ladies had tiny, tiny little feet, little size 3, or Alison would say size 4 feet. And they're in the background, Queen Cake Tin and King Curlytop. There, Lee, she's not floating, she's stepping on one foot. She does look like Belle, doesn't she? She does look like Belle. Yeah, banana yellow. Okay. So there we are. There's Princess Beauty with her banana yellow, according to Lee Thompson. Her banana yellow wizard sleeves, singing to her heart's content, King and Queen in the background. Shantae, she stays. She definitely does, right? And obviously you can see wardrobe is limited for this story because King and Queen, 15 years down the line, haven't changed their frocks. Turn the page. It's a long one tonight, right? I like this interaction. Now, it happened on the very day when the princess was 15 years old. The king and queen were not at home. So, big curse put there saying when she's 15, on her 15th birthday, something bad's going to happen. They just chipped down KFC. What do you know? So, to amuse herself, the girl wandered all over the palace. She opened the doors of dozens of rooms that she'd never seen before. At last, she came to an old tower. She climbed up the narrow, winding staircase and found a little door at the top. She turned the rusty key in the lock, and the door opened. She will do the sound of the door. Yeah, we'll work on that. So she turned, and the door opened, and here she is. Right, look at that. Look. She's. Oh, I've got to get this. There we go. There she is. Still on point. Right, pointy toe. Looks like she might need to go to the toilet. Holding herself there after all that climbing up the stairs. But here she is, look fresh-faced, thinking, what could be inside the door? Turn the page. There, in a little room, sat an old woman at her spinning wheel. Where did you get that from? Busily spinning flax. Now, the costumiers amongst you, maybe Jackie Lowe, Ronnie Waller, can talk to you all about flax. That's a whole other channel, right? But they'll tell you about flax. But she's busy spinning her flax. Good day, good dame. Oh, so there's princess. Good day, good dame. Forgot my words to sound 15. Said the princess, what are you doing? I am spinning, my child, replied the old woman. Now, we don't mean spinning like Linda Carter Wonder Woman. We don't mean spinning as in like on the bike or just spinning like a top. She's spinning on her spinning wheel to create flax, which has a spindle on it, right? Oh, how wonderful, cried the princess. Please let me try. No sooner had the princess... Michael Berg, my flaps are spinning. Thank you for that. No sooner had the princess touched the spindle than the words of the wicked fairy came true, and she pricked her finger. Ow! Let's all do that, shall we? Let's all prick our finger. One more time. Put your finger out. Ow! That's it. Just give you... There we are. That's better, isn't it? Always works. And here we can see. Okay, there we can see the dangerous old woman, the old bird. Looks like a candy floss on the go, but it's flax. And there we see Sleeping Beauty. So finally, for tonight, as soon as she felt the prick of the spindle, the princess fell upon the bed into a deep sleep. The old woman fell asleep upon her chair, and every other living creature within the palace also fell asleep. And tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, mums and dads, boys and girls, we shall find out just what happens to Sleeping Beauty and everybody else in the castle, and will somebody come to their rescue? Thank you so much for putting up with the technical atrocities, for joining in. Lee Thompson, you are so rude. I hope you've all got your fingers well and truly moistened and saved from that nasty prick. And we will see you all tomorrow night at 7:15. Take care, cuddle your loved ones, and look after yourselves. Bye.